Hello, my name is Selena Melendez, and this is my PBL unit video. So the grade I will be working with is third grade, and we will be creating a garden for our school. This is definitely on the more science side of subjects. So first of all, I will allow students to choose if they want to work by themselves or if they want to work in a group. Depending how many students are in my class, I will decide how many students can be in a group. But obviously they can make that decision on their own of who can be with who. So following Bloom's taxonomy, they need to create obviously their plan for what do we need for our school garden. What materials do they need? They kind of need an outline. They need a blueprint. We just cannot go out there and create our garden because we don't have a set plan. So they need to create that. Then they need to evaluate. They need to judge what they already know. The information that they already know, they need to process that and think about it. So one can say, oh, I know plants need sun. Okay, that's something that you know, or I know plants need water, and just have those open conversations. They can have those conversations within their group, or if everyone chooses to work on their own, then we can talk about it as a whole class where it can be an open discussion. Then they need to analyze. So this is where they revise their plan. And let's say someone says, oh, I didn't know that all plants needed water. But then someone can say, yes, but some plants only need to be watered 2 times a week, so then that's where we can revise what we wrote in our plan. Then we can apply that knowledge. So a way how I would want my students to apply it is to make me kind of like a prototype of their real garden. So obviously they can draw out their garden. They can show me like the cycle of how things are going to go with their garden. So first we need to plant our seed and we need to water it and so on. Our garden is just going to eventually grow very big. Then they need to understand that this is where like more the learning aspect of our project comes into play. They need to understand that this is fun, but there's also a learning aspect to it, and we will be learning like the cycle life of a flower, a garden, and what they need to be kept alive. And you need to understand that you are responsible for this garden. You need to go and water it as a class. And they need to remember this knowledge because this isn't just for the now. Later on, they can grow to be plant lovers, or they may run into someone who they gift a plant to and they don't know how to take care of it. Well, they will be there to have that knowledge. So this is to prepare them for the real world. This isn't just fun. They need to plan. Our third graders, maybe they're all over the place and they don't exactly know how to plan. So we know that things work out better when we plan stuff. So this is helping them grow, and this helps them grow in that aspect of planning. They also need to learn how to become critical thinkers. This helps them, just process and think of what exactly they need to do to make this garden successful, because at the end of the day, they are responsible. This class is responsible for this garden. And we need to know how to and the science part of it is how the cycle of a garden, and that we just cannot with the snap of a finger make our garden appear. This is also to make our school look very pretty, but also there is a learning aspect to it, and this will take time. Give them a good week, to plan out their stuff. And also this is another way of learning. So not everything has to be in a journal and writing. They can do their research if they want. You can let them use their Chromebooks. This is a perfect time for them to use their technology. They can use their iPads or Chromebooks or whatever it is that they need to do to find their knowledge. They can go to the library and look at books of gardening. That would definitely be helpful for them. This is just another way for them to learn. And if we do this in the fall, we can wait to plant our garden in the spring, or just depending on how you do it. I think it's great for that anticipation to grow throughout the year. But overall, this can be very fun if it is successful. So I hope you and your students create a garden as well, and I hope you have a blast.